Good morning everyone, myself Muralidhara Reddy. In this video we are going to discussing about how to set up the Windows slave node in Jenkins. Earlier video we set up Linux slave node, right? This video we are going to set up Windows slave node. For Windows I'm taking my laptop. Okay, from my laptop I'm going to set up that slave node is my Windows. Okay, what you have to do first, we have to install in my system I have installed Java and Git also. I'm checking verifying here. If you observe here, the Java version is 11.0. Okay, you should be installed Java 11. That is the reason why. What is the reason? Because we have installed Jenkins, right? Inside the Jenkins also, the version is Java 11 only. Okay, that's why I'm installing same version here as well. Okay. Next one, I'm also checking that Git version, Git-version. Sorry, Git-version. Now if you see here, I have installed Git as well. Okay, if you are not aware of how to install Java and Git in Windows, please, I have already done the videos. Please go through that videos, you will get some idea. Okay, now I'm going to create that. I'm going to set up the Windows slave node. Go to the Manage Jenkins. Okay, here we have a Manage Nodes. Okay, here earlier video we set up right Linux. Now we are going to set up the Windows. Okay, click the new node, and here I'm giving like node name is Windows. And you can give here permanent agent create, and here you can give the description same, and here number of executors is nothing but how many jobs run at a time the particular node. Okay, default it is 1. If you want you can change that also. And here very important, remote root directory. Our remote root directory is inside the documents. I have created a Jenkins folder. I'm taking this is remote directory. Okay, remote root directory. Next one, if you want to give any labels, what are the uses of labels? Labels will act as a group. Okay, if you give the same labels for multiple nodes, slave nodes, what will happen? It will be all the slave nodes will be under that particular label. Example, I'm giving here Windows. Okay. Here usage this node as much as possible means, for example, you are running the multiple jobs. Okay, if the master is occupied already, it is running other jobs. If that is the case, this particular slave node will be free, right? Then those jobs will be running this slave node also. Okay. Second one is based on label expression, like based on the particular label match. Okay, then only this particular jobs will be run inside this particular slave node. We can use second option. Currently, I'm choosing that use this node as much as possible. And launch method, here we have 3 types. One is launch agent by connecting to the controller. Okay, if you use this one, what will happen? It will be generate a curl command, and also we will be download that agent.jar file, and we'll be run that particular agent.jar file with that particular JNLP. Okay. Second option is if you have a command, if you can declare here and you can run that one. Third option is SSH. Remember, this SSH, it will be support only for Linux, not for Windows. Okay. That's why I'm selecting launch agent by connecting to the controller. Select this one. Here, if you want to disable the work directory, you can disable it. If you want to customize the path, you can customize it. But default inside this Jenkins folder, it will be create the workspace. Okay. If you want to give the customized name also, you can give the work area different path. Okay. And coming to the internal data directory, this internal data directory, we have default we are giving the remoting. Inside the remote, what will happen? Internal data will be stored inside the remoting. This remoting folder it will be created inside Jenkins folder only, because we given the root directory Jenkins, right? That is the reason. Okay. Next one, we have 2 options. One is using WebSocket. Second one is TCP agent port number, right? Why we are not seeing here that particular error? The reason is earlier video we already enabled that particular TCP agent port number, right? That's why we are not able to see. Still I'm using like WebSocket only. Use this WebSocket. And coming to the availability, this is a very important. Okay, here we have 3 options. One is keep this agent online as much as possible. It means this slave node should be it will be always online. Okay, it will be available online. And second option is based on schedule time. If you want to schedule specific time, that particular time only this particular slave node should be available, we can schedule like that. Okay. Third option is based on demand. On demand means, for example, you have this slave node you have configured inside Jenkins job. When you are running the particular job, okay, at that time the slave node should be online and then it will be run automatically. Okay, if you want to keep it like that, you can keep it, but I'm using this, keep this agent online as much as possible. Remember, based on condition level, we may use this in real time. Either we can use schedule, either we can on demand, we can give it. Okay, now I'm using keep this agent as online as much as possible. I'm giving save. Okay, fine. Setup is done. If you see here we have a Windows. Click this one. Remember, again I'm telling, this IP address, your Jenkins IP address, your IP address should be same. This IP address should be same. Otherwise, if it is not there, same IP address, even though if you are trying to download and run this jar file, you can't able to connect if it is not established the connectivity between your Jenkins server and Windows slave node. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, I'm downloading using curl command. If you observe here, currently I'm in Jenkins folder. I'm using the curl command. Okay. I'm using curl command. Let's say copy this, copy. I'm using here, enter. Now, if you see here, this agent.jar file is downloaded. You can verify here. If you observe here, inside the Jenkins, right? This is the root directory, right? C drive users Muralidhara Reddy documents directly. Inside the document directory, we have created the Jenkins. Here it is downloaded. Okay. Now there is another command. The command is java-jar agent.jar file. We are running the jar file through JNLP. JNLP, this is the URL 3.109 and the IP address and port number. And here computer, here this we have given, right, slave node name. That is the slave node name is Windows and Jenkins-agent.jnlp. This is the secret, it is generated. And what is the work dir is nothing but root directory. Root directory, we have mentioned this one, right? Inside the document Jenkins folder, right? Okay. Now I'm going to run this command. And here running this command. So what I'm doing here, I'm giving the under symbol. What are the uses of under symbol? It will be run in background. Even if you give the control C, it won't be stop it. Okay. That's why I'm giving under symbol. Enter. Enter. You can see. It may take a little bit time. First time we are setting that. If you see here, it is connected. How it is connecting? We are connecting through WebSocket. We have enabled the WebSocket, right? That's why it is showing WebSocket connection open. Got it, right? Now, if you go here and verify, refresh this one. Now, if you observe here, agent is connected. It means the connectivity established in between your Jenkins server and the particular Windows slave node is done. Now, I'm going to run particular job in this particular slave node. How can do? Go to the dashboard. Here we have already Maven project. Click this one. Configure here. Okay, where do we configure that slave node configuration? Here, restrict where this project can be run. Inside this particular restrict where this project can be run, we have to define our label expression. What is the label name? Label name, we have a Windows, right? Give that Windows. If you click this Windows, you can remove the space. Okay. If you see here, this particular label, we have a one node. Okay. In case if you have a multiple node, the particular label, okay, it will be displayed. Okay. Got it, right? In case, remember, this particular label, we have 2 or 3 nodes. Okay. When you run it, the particular 3 nodes, whoever available the particular node online, it will be run the particular job in the particular node. Even if it is all 3 nodes will be free, okay, it will be pick up randomly any one of node and it will be run the particular job in the particular node. Okay, now save it. Now I'm going to run it here. Build now. Click this build now. Okay, if you see here, yeah, build 9th build is running. If you observe here if you observe building remotely, it is Windows. Okay, and where it is running, if you observe here, it is going to run inside Jenkins folder. If you see here workspace, the name is project name is Maven project. Okay, you can refresh this one. First time, if you take a little bit time, meanwhile you can come here. If you observe here, we have a remoting. Inside the remoting, we can check the logs, and also this is related to the particular internal data. Okay, fine. Next, to come to the workspace. If we click the workspace, we have a Maven project. Right? Currently, we are running the Maven project only, right? This particular Maven project inside the workspace, it is created. If you click this one, you will get all the project related information. It may take a little bit time. If you observe here, it is cloning the repository. Next, once it's cloned the repository, next it will be download the. If you observe here, it is downloading the Maven also, because inside the global tool configuration, we have defined the condition like install automatically. It means if you run this particular job in destination, slave node, slave node also automatically it will be installed. We don't want to install the Maven slave node. Okay, we have already defined inside the global tool configuration. Okay, got it right? It is going to download. Yeah, it is download. It looks completed. Let me verify here. If you observe here, come here, come back here. If you see here in tools directly, we can verify what are the tools we have installed through Jenkins. If you observe here, Maven installation is done. Okay, Maven installation, the version is 3.8.6. 3.8.6. Okay, 3.8.6 it is installed. Now if you see that workspace, if you observe here, the workspace is downloaded. That whatever we have a project info, right? src pom.xml, everything downloaded. You can verify here, come here, it is going. It may take a little bit time to done. Okay, it is clean and install the particular packages. Okay, let me wait for a few seconds. Now, if you see here, we have given clean and install, right? It is built successfully completed. Okay, it took almost 5.279 seconds. Okay, right? This is the process of installation and configure the particular slave node inside the particular job. Okay, I hope understand that. Any question? No, right? In case if you want to run the specific commands Windows related, you can run it here also. Okay, here we already given the label name is Windows, right? It means whatever inside this particular job we are configuring everything, inside the Windows slave node it will be run. Okay, in case if you want to define anything inside here, example build session, we have a execute Windows batch command. If you have any batch related command, okay, you can run Windows related PowerShell script. You can run it here also. You can define here and you can save and apply. It will be when you run the build, it will be run in slave node Windows only. The reason is we have defined here inside the restrict where this project can be run. We have defined. Okay, I hope understand that. Any questions? This is a very important interview level. How do we set up the Windows slave node and have you done setup? Okay, have you run any jobs in Windows slave node? This type of things they will be asked in interview level. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you next video.